So it's the start of the week, it's Monday. I already feel kind of tired. I went to sleep at like 4 o'clock last night. I woke up at 1 o'clock this morning. We're going to go to Milk It tonight, which is the SU bar.
Yeah, watch out.
How often do you feel tired at university?
As loaded of a question that is right now.
Every day. Like, all day, every day.
Constantly. I think we all are, aren't we? I can't remember the last time she was like, oh, I feel completely refreshed. I don't think that's ever been muttered on like university property.
I feel tired a lot only because one thing I can argue, regardless of reason, is either me personally or you can argue university or whatever, like, it does promote a shit sleep schedule.
Like just a couple of nights ago, I think I had about 4 hours sleep, and then I had a 20-minute nap, and I went clubbing,
So where I live, you have to wake up pretty much 2 hours before your class starts to get there. So if you have a 9 a.m, you're up at 7. And the thing for me is that I also have a part-time job, and a social life, and extracurriculars, and my degree. So I've got all these things to balance, and the uni timetable, because it's so like, you could have an hour on one day and then 7 hours, like I have 7 hours on one day, but I have to be on campus for 10 hours in one go because I have a gap and it's not enough time to go home between.
I want to talk to people, I want to do things, I like, so what does that mean? It doesn't mean bed at 10 p.m, it means bed at 2 a.m.
I woke up this morning at 11 and I went to sleep last night at 3:30. And I'm not tired, I'm kind of feel fine, but I missed my 10 a.m. and I skipped my voluntary screening. So I've missed some of my work, but I have to go to a mandatory lesson now at 3 o'clock until 6, and then I need to go to the gym, and then I'm going to go to Spoons tonight because there's no club on tonight, so I'll go to Wetherspoons in town with a couple of friends. And I feel not tired, but kind of grotty, a bit rough, but I didn't drink too much last night. Last night was really fun though. Not too much happened, it was just quite relaxed. I didn't drink too much, but my friends drank a lot more than I did.
How much would you say you drink?
Okay. I'll go clubbing usually at least once a week. I think it kind of depends, some nights I'm calmer and I can just have a few ciders and then maybe third of a bottle of spirit or something, depending. Other nights it can get a bit crazy.
This year I've been a lot better. Well, it depends on your definition of better, but I've gone out a lot less for financial reasons and also because my degree matters most now. In my first year it was at least twice a week, if not 3, if not 5.
I'll have my pre-mixer and stuff, and I will then maybe only top up what I've drank before the club with a few things in the club.
There were points when it was a competition to see who got, in the last week of term before Christmas, it's Christmas, we went out 2 weeks, every night solid except Sundays. And that was not even weird. It was a challenge, but it was more, well, this is what we're doing because it's Christmas, it's the end of term, come on, let's do it.
Right, so it's Thursday. I went to sleep at 4 last night after I fed. Woke up at 10 this morning. Went filming all day for Towie.
We are somewhere in Chelmsford filming for Towie. Hi, I'm Marina. I've just joined the cast of Towie. Tune in Sunday night 9 p.m. to find out more.
We're extras on the Towie show, waiting to go. And how much sleep have you had?
2 hours.
Are you tired?
Very.
And we might be going out tonight.
I was still up at 6:30 this morning from last night, so and we're going again.
Going
We're
again.
going out again tonight. So.
How tired are you?
Sorry?
Are you tired?
Yeah.
Now I go out maybe once a week, and then I'll have a couple weeks off, and then I'll go out 3 times in 1 week because, for example, it's someone's birthday on Monday, Wednesday's a big night out, someone's visiting Friday, so that's what you'll do.
It was a fed night, it was a birthday, and you know, the two coinciding things meant may as well just go to Fed as my birthday.
I mean, because I think, you know, if you're going to say, like, arrange like another activity, it's a bit more, oh, will everyone like it? Whereas the majority of people will like clubbing because we've all done it so much, we all know what to do, it's like a safe environment. Whereas if you're going to propose something else, people might not be so sure about it. But we all had to club, right?
Last night was good, but it was quite chaotic, and a lot of people were getting into fights, and it was getting very crowded. It's now Saturday. Went to sleep at 4, and then I woke up at around 12. Went to get food, been here, and now we're getting ready to go out. It's about 5:30. Tell me about like the plan for tonight.
Well, we're gonna eat some food, and then we're gonna go get the bus to campus, and then we're gonna queue up to go in. Yeah.
What's the club called again?
It's called the Copper Rooms. It's the SU one.
Draw your attention to the poster over there on the wall, and I'm going to ask you, because you say that there's no pressures, I'm going to ask you your opinion on the poster over there that we got from Freshers Fair, hung up in our living room.
Well, personally, I just see it as like an awareness thing. Like, I mentioned how, I think it's like circles that you run in, and if you genuinely run in a circle that doesn't go clubbing, and you are comfortable within that circle, you will not be influenced by that.
Because, yeah, obviously we got paper copies of that. I see some kind of like non-drinking events promoted on the Facebook page, but they tend to be promoted just before they're doing it. They don't tend to be that far in advance. Like, I've never seen like a grid of non-drinking events that the university's like hosting, or any societies or anything. And it was just kind of almost the expected thing. And that is, you know, obviously across all unis, I'd say.
Every society fills the quota of having sober socials, but the thing is, they're just not that fun. It'll be like, oh, we're going to meet in a coffee shop and have a chat. And when you don't know people, having a sober chat in a coffee shop is really, really tricky. It's hard to meet people like that. It's too formal, structured.
I do like that whole drinking atmosphere and just making friends with everyone. I like that, and I know that I can be quite shy, so I don't think I would be as friendly and as open if we didn't have this kind of big drinking culture. But people seem to get quite cliquey quite quickly as well. So, for example, I think because we were all obviously new friends, new situation, we clung to the people we liked a lot. So it's almost as if you didn't go out that first night, it did almost put you at a disadvantage because people were so scared of new people and they'd already met so many new people. They did cling to the people they knew already. So I feel, you had to go out that first night.
Okay, so it's Sunday now. My voice is basically gone. And I was supposed to go to sleep at 3 because that's when I got back, and I couldn't sleep because I feel so ill. My throat is really dry and it's hard to breathe at times. And I feel quite rough, so I haven't really had any sleep. And I just got back from Warwick. So my physical health is pretty bad. I don't know if that's definitely associated with the drinking, but I think the drinking and clubbing definitely didn't help, and especially like not getting enough sleep. Mental health wise, I'm knackered. I feel very drained. A lot of drama happened on a lot of the nights out. So me personally, my mental health isn't the worst, but it is drained.
Do you believe that your mental health has ever been at a worryingly low point while you've been at uni?
Probably.
For me, I've had quite a rocky university experience in terms of my mental health. I've met the best people in my life at uni. I've also met the worst people in my life at uni, and I think clubbing was a way to escape the bad people.
Like, I remember I was feeling really miserable. I was kind of like, I can't justify this, you know, nothing too bad has happened, or, you know, like I shouldn't be feeling like this. When in reality, you know, I was just drained, I think.
It's just ingrained. It's like, you know, you have lectures, you have seminars, you have gym, and you have clubbing. Those are your regulars.
Do you enjoy university?
For the most part, there's like so many pressures that you can like, you can really argue that point sometimes, but like, I'm happy to be here at the very least.
I think there are kind of like little changes you could make, like starting classes perhaps like an hour or two later. And I heard me and my mum were talking about this. She works at university as well, and she was just saying, you know, well, you lot would stay out even later to compensate. It's kind of like, well, I'm not sure we would.
I think for me, the big thing about uni, I came in wanting, you know, high first, come out, high flying career, you know, but that's not the reality. Uni doesn't necessarily foster that unless you do not have a social life. And when I say social life, I don't even just mean clubbing, I mean you are stuck in your room all day, every day. And that's just not feasible anymore. People's lives don't work like that now.
So we've been here for almost 2 hours, but spirits are high, we're just going to fight through it. I've almost finished my drink, but it's hard. I've got one more drink. Lots to last me till 9. To Towie.